Closing market comments for Wednesday, April this 21st. Markets opened higher again last night. It made new highs in corn and soybeans again today. Beans have closed higher for 7 consecutive days, but did not break through the $15 level today on May futures. Funds continue to buy this market, buying 15,000 contracts of corn, 12,500 contracts of beans, and 5,000 contracts of wheat today. Rumors that China was looking to buy new crop corn for 21 delivery did raise support in this market. And the reason they were looking at the U.S. is because they're concerned about the situation between Russia and Ukraine at the border. China did release a policy today to limit corn and soybean meal usage by 15% in livestock rations, adding wheat, other grains, DDGs, and other protein sources to replace the corn and soybean meal. Brazil continues to be dry, with the southern part of the safrinha corn crop lowered 30% in its good to excellent rating compared to a week ago, and really no rain is expected in the southern part of the territory until at least May the 5th. Brazilian livestock producers are now asking that, in addition to dropping the tariffs, that the GMO corn and soybeans would be allowed to be delivered as part of that deal. We'll have to see where that goes, because that would open up grain from the U.S. as well as Ukraine going to Brazil. Russia, as I said, continues to build forces up on the Ukraine border, with the rhetoric between the two countries increasing daily. Here in the U.S., most of the Corn Belt received moisture, with many areas receiving snow. Cold temperatures were as far south as Texas, with temperatures ranging from 25 to 35 in the south and colder as you go north, and expected cold temperatures again tonight. Weekly oil inventory was released this morning. Crude oil stocks at 493 million barrels. That is up 600,000 from the previous week, but 25.6 million below last year's COVID levels. Gasoline stocks for 235.0 million barrels, up 100,000 over last week, and 28.2 million above last year. Distillate stocks were down 1.1 million barrels at 142.4, 5.5 million above last year. Refineries were operating at 85% of capacity, same as last week, but 17.4% above last year. Ethanol production was unchanged from last week at 941,000 barrels a day, well above the COVID levels of last spring at 563, but the same as the previous week. Ethanol stocks were 20.447 million barrels, down 71,000 from the previous week, and 7.242 million below last year. The dollar traded both sides before closing down 112 points. Gold was up 1570 and silver up 815 points. Crude oil was lower today, trading down $1.58 at 61.09, and stocks rebounded after two lower days, with the Dow futures up 265, Nasdaq up 87, and S&P up 31. Weekly export sales will be released tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.